What's up? Good morning, Facebook family. We often make mistakes in our relationships. We often don't know how to approach it. We often don't know how to communicate. We often don't know how to plan a future. We often don't know how to act with one another, compromise, give and take, and accept one another. We just don't have a clue. So I wrote it down. I didn't want to forget last night. What do people think is the first mistake people make in a relationship? Not communicating fully in detail, not expressing themselves wholeheartedly. It's a fear of being vulnerable and not trusting, because in a way we are expecting others to do us wrong. No plans or no vision, and people perish. Most importantly, people don't build a relationship on the rock, which is Jesus Christ. The man and the woman are supposed to be living for Jesus Christ. Otherwise, it's never gonna work. First impressions is not that important anymore. It's the last impression which is permanent. Trusting God. Jesus provides the way and the wisdom. Everything else is not even important anymore. Every advice I give, every drop of wisdom I give, every direction I give is going to be built on the rock. It's going to include Jesus Christ in the equation. I used to give so much advice and I didn't really include Jesus, and it doesn't really make any sense anymore for me, because what's the sense of being successful on earth and you can still go to hell? What's the sense of me giving business advice and you make all the money and you still go to hell? What's the sense of you having a marriage last for 40, 50 years, but your children don't believe in Jesus now and everybody's on a path to hell? So to me, the first mistake in life is not believing in Jesus Christ. That's the first mistake. How you going to believe? That's going to be entirely on you. How you going to introduce yourself to God and God introduce himself to you? That's going to be entirely up to you. Whether you find Jesus, that's going to be entirely up to you. There's churches everywhere. There's people making videos like me everywhere. There's Bibles everywhere. Your walk with God is going to be entirely up to you. But what I can say is, people fail in relationships because they don't communicate properly. They don't know how to express themselves in full detail. They do get vulnerable. They do have trust issues. They do have a fear of being hurt. And in a way, it's like a cycle of getting hurt or, getting let down with a disappointment. So every new person we see with potential or we like, we kind of do hope for the worst. We kind of do expect them to do what's wrong in a way. You ever heard the term, oh, she's too good to be true, or he's too good to be true? It surprises us if we do find something good. It shocks us if we do find somebody true and genuine and sincere. It shocks us to the point where we start digging for dirt. We start planning. We start wanting. We start looking for something just to throw in their face and say, yep, you wasn't as good as you thought you was. Or you're not as good as I thought you was. You have this wrong, you have this wrong, you have that wrong. Sometimes we just can't face the music and say, you know what, God? Maybe he is a good man. Maybe she is a good woman. Maybe the problem is me, my own insecurity. Maybe I'm not communicating, and maybe I'm not expressing myself. So when the cookie crumbles, there's a mess, and it's my fault. Because instead of always pointing out what they should be doing better, and instead of always focusing on what they're doing wrong, when am I going to focus on what I'm doing wrong? When am I going to point out what I should be doing better? If I want to change, then I need to be the change. If I want my man or my woman to do better in the area that I want them to do better in, Let me be the example of better. If I want my wife to iron and wash the clothes, but she feels like she don't need to, let me come home and start washing and folding clothes to let her know. If I want my wife to start cooking, but she don't feel comfortable giving all that to a man, let me come home and start cooking. Lead by example. Sooner or later, she'll catch on. Same thing with the man. Sooner or later, he'll catch on. And if they don't catch on, then you know to exit instead of getting so deep that now you get attached and now you can't leave. Proper communication in full detail. Express yourself in full detail. You can write a poem, a long one, a couple pages. Ladies love that. You can take her to dinner, look into her eyes and just talk. Express yourself. Open yourself up. Pour yourself out. Stop feeling so vulnerable. Stop feeling so weak. Just do it. See what happens. Same thing with the women. But women have to take a little more steps of precaution. See, a man could pour himself out because the man is chasing you. The man wants to get with you. Ladies, I suggest you wait until that man is finally yours. Not just open up and, give yourself to every random dude you see that looks good. Or every random dude that, shows you a little bit of slight of interest. Because, the human mind changes. One day I like you, one day I don't. At 5 p.m., I like you. At 6 p.m., I'm kind of sick of you. Human beings change. That's why I don't put my trust in human beings. I don't even put my loyalty in human beings. I put my trust and I put my loyalty in God. And if I put my trust and if I put my loyalty in God, my trust and my loyalty is given freely and easy. Because I'm not even worried about somebody doing me wrong. I got God on my side. I can sleep at night. I'm not worried about somebody hurting me while I'm sleeping. I got God on my side. For a man to settle down with a woman, he has to be able to fall asleep next to her and feel at peace. That is the most vulnerable state a man could be in. He can't fight. He can't be aware. He can't watch his back. He's completely with his eyes closed, not knowing what that woman's going to do to him. For a man just to eat that woman's food, he has to be completely in trust with her, not knowing what she could put in her food, not being negative. I'm just being truthful. Always base it on Jesus Christ. Always base it on God. Give God a job to do. Stop being in control. If God sends you a man and a woman, you should pray on it. God will show you the answer. God is not a genie in the bottle, though. Stop trying to rub him and get a quick answer. You have to go through the process of building a relationship with Jesus first. Otherwise, you are separated from the Father. God don't hear you. God don't look at you. God don't want to be a part of you. You have to build a relationship with him. And I know everybody's not used to hearing that. Because God says, come as you are. Yeah. But are you going to come? And coming as you are, let me break that down. You have to repent. If you're in sin, you're separated. We don't commit sin. We are sin. We are born in sin. We didn't deserve it. It doesn't matter. Eve and Adam gave that to us. There are our parents, our forefathers, I should say. One man committed sin, one woman committed sin. We all have sin. They passed it down like an inheritance. And the penalty for sin is death. Hell, yes. Hell was created for the devil and his demons. Hell was created for those who have sin. And sin is a part of Satan. So now that Eve and Adam ate the fruit, they took that sin in them. And now we have it. So the death penalty passes on to all those who carry sin. So you come to Jesus as you are by repenting and being forgiven, being baptized, confessing that he is Lord, living this Christian life, 100% living it, doing the sacrifice, picking up your cross and dying daily. I just wanted to add that in there because you can't build a relationship with Jesus without that fundamental. So back to the women and the man. We make mistakes and we fail. First of all failure is a cause of immaturity. All success is a cause of maturity. Proper communication. There will be no ifs, ands, or buts. There will be no I don't know. There will be no why did this happen. There will be no what if, what could have been, what should have been, woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Maybe one day, I'll try again later. No, I communicate. I don't have no problem with nobody I go to. I communicate. I don't leave no room. If I finally have a moment to talk with you, you're going to know everything that's on my mind. I don't hold back no punches. I'm going to let you know. And I'm going to express myself. After the conversation, I'm not going to walk away with, man, I forgot to say one more last thing. I'm going to let you know everything. You will know. That's what we need to do. Find your approach. Every human being, every system, every task, every dream, every new thing has a different approach. Find a way to communicate. That's going to be on you. Find a way to express yourself. That's going to be on you. But my thing is, I go past the mind. Sometimes the mind is not even no good. Forget the mind. Focus on the heart and the spirit. When I communicate, it's going to come from my heart and my spirit. When I express myself, it's going to come from my heart and my spirit. I can leave my mind to my job. I can leave my mind to changing a tire. I can leave my mind to running a business. I can leave my mind to going to college. I don't need my mind in love. I don't need my mind. I need my heart. I need my spirit. And this is why we fail. Too much mind, no heart, and no spirit. So communicate and express yourself. Without a plan, you're lost. Without a vision, you're going to perish. So the moment I approach a woman to date, I don't even have to know your name. I don't even have to have your number. I have a plan and I have a vision. I'm going to let you know that plan. You're going to know this vision. There will be no blindfold. You're going to have to make a decision. Do you want to get on board or not? And that's how it should be. Communicate and express yourself. Have a plan and have a vision. God be blessed.